This is the beginning, man. The beginning of the end. The beginning of the final battle.
Hey guys, it's Dragon Petition here from WarringDragons. Today we're going to have a few videos for you covering some basic sea monster content as well for hunting up guild funds and having some fun on the water. So we're going to break this up into a few different videos, and they're going to be in small parts just to make it a bit more easier for you to look up and use when you need them. So the first part of the video we're going to be talking about boat parts, boat accessories, and what they're useful for. In the other videos we're going to be covering boat tips and tricks, stuff like camera lock, turning, 180 flips, also like some sailing skills that are going to help you out in the water. And then we're also going to be showing you some sea monster hunting and how to use what we've been showing you in the tips and tricks, as well as the boat parts, accessories, and how it all comes together. So as you can see at the moment, I'm actually on my frigate out in the water in the Ross Sea, because I'm just about to start guild quest for sea monster hunting. So we're going to go into observe mode, and then we're going to try to do a little bit of a view here. But just to excuse the camera lock. So as you can see at the bottom of the ship, it's got the green hull, which is a thicker teal colour, and then you've got the white mast with the 4 cannons, as well as the prow at the front. So basically with the boat accessory parts, the key parts you want to focus on first to start off with are the prow for the movement speed, the cannons for the attack damage, and the plating for the armor of the ship. The sails can be done last, because all the sails affect is the amount of energy that your boat has, and as well as the turning. Those aren't key points, because with the skills that we'll show you in a later video, you'll find that you'll have a much better turning without using like the sails. You can just do camera lock turning, you can do 180 flips, and you've also got skills from sailing like power excel and breezy sails that can help you move at a fast speed while you're moving on an angle. So as you can see, this is the default appearance. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back into the ship now, and we're going to have a look at the parts that I have. Now, if you're having trouble hunting sea monsters, or you don't have a guild or friends to help you hunt sea monsters to build the blue accessories, a good starting point is the green NPC board accessories, because they're easily available. You can buy them for money, and you can actually buy them to repair. So if you don't have a lot of money, so it's recommended that you at least get them to +5, and you can repair them quite easily using the combination of memory fragments with T's and seals, the same way I repair the blue accessories. And by getting them to +5, you're just giving your ship a little bit tanking, a little bit more damage, and you're giving it a little bit more speed. Because on the water, you don't want to be attacked by other players that you can't outrun or outmaneuver, because that just means you're going to be sinking and swimming a long way back. You also want to be focusing on the prow, because that's the movement speed. And from 1 to 5, everyone should have those on the water. You'll find a lot of people have above that, because 1 to 5 is just the basics. It's really easy to get. All you have to do is enchant, spam it, and it will go to +5 almost straight away. And if you want to use fail stacks, so like +3, +4, +5, I just recommend throwing a +10 or something like that at them, but you shouldn't need them. All my accessories were enchanted from 1 to 5, but just YOLOing it, just throwing them in and just spamming it, and it was actually wasn't too bad. Once you go past +6, +7, +8, they can de-enchant, like go down a level when they fail. So those are the things you need to be careful. But the reason why it's so critical for +6, +7, +8 is because every step you go higher, it's going to set you apart from everyone else in the water. So if you do go the green accessories, try to go for like +7 or +8, because there is a slight difference between the green and the blue version. It's also because you can actually buy them from the NPC store, so it's easy to repair, it's easy to keep it up at 100%, and even if you do fail, you can get it back up again, and it's just less worrying. So what we're going to do is have a look here at the sea parts. Over here at the plating, you can see that my plating has already gone to +6. So I haven't tried for +7 yet, but I will be trying for +7 on the prow as soon as possible. and you can see that the +6 plating adds 29 DP points for defense. Then we've also got the prow, which also adds another 26 DP, but you can see at the bottom for the equip effect that it has a 6.8 movement speed. The higher that is, the faster you go, and it's going to be the key to getting from A to B and moving on the water. I've had people try to sink me when they couldn't catch up to me at the speed with my sailing skills such as breezy sails and power excel, those kind of skills, so I've been able to get away and outmaneuver them. And that's because they were attacking me while I was attacking sea monsters and I had low health, so I had to focus on a retreat rather than fight back and give them a spanking. For the next part, which is another key part, it's the cannon. It has +6 as well, and you can see that it adds AP, which is the attack power, 30. Now the good thing about the cannon is it also affects the ramming. Not only do you do 30 damage when you're shooting the cannons, you're also doing that 30 damage when you're ramming the sea monsters, an enemy ship, or anything else like that that you're using the ramming for. The last piece, which is the sails, and they're not as important because all you can see is the 4.4 turn and the 44 max power. The max power does come in handy, but it isn't critical because on the water you also have the origin of wind crystals, which restore 50% of the max power of the ship. So that helps you to get from point A to B when you're going around in the ocean. When you don't want to go back to land, you want to keep hunting or keep leveling up your sailing. Having those does help you stay out longer and without having to worry about return. So if you want to use these, you have to be mounted onto your ship before they can be used. And if you have people on your boat, like on the cannons or on the also on the mast, just to do the spotting sea monsters, you want to make sure that they have them to the skill bar, because if they're not on the skill bar and they're not mounted to the ship, they won't be able to use their skills to recover your energy, because anyone in the party or platoon will be able to help you recover your maximum power by using those origin of winds. The other key item that I have with you is the ship repair materials, which recover 2% durability. So basically each one takes about 10 seconds to repair with each use, and you get that 2% durability back to your health of the ship. So basically when you have a couple of people with you, repairing does go faster, but when you're by yourself, it can take longer. So you'd be looking at, if your ship was like 1% health, you'd be looking at 50 repairs, 50 times 10. So you'd probably be looking at under 5 minutes to get the ship fully back up to the maximum health that you needed. Probably about 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, the default look, we're going to start equipping the parts of the boat. So we're going to go stand up here and start equipping the prow, the cannon, the plating and the sails. And then we're going to go back to the observe mode, and we'll give you a nice look of what it looks like with the ship. So you can see that now we've got the lovely brown plating at the bottom. We've also got the black sails, which make you feel more like a pirate, so it's good to have on the water. And then we've got the golden prow, which is where you're going to be ramming from. So that prow is going to be going on the end of any boat or sea monster that you want to ram and attack. And as you can see, it does improve the looks of it quite well. Also the cannons look a lot more stronger, and they've got the nice little barricade at the top, like a little bit of protection. And then you've also got the cargo at the back area. So we'll go back into the ship now. Okay. So that pretty much covers the boat parts and what we need them for and what they're used for. So we're going to be moving on to the next video soon, so we're just going to end this video here. So I hope it helped you with understand why the boat parts are so important and what we need them for. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to the next one, which is going to be the boat tricks. Okay, take it easy guys, and happy hunting.